Hi, I'm Dr. Charles Kuehn from the University of Northern Colorado Department of Physics and Astronomy, and I'm here today to talk to you about a really cool thing that'll be happening in the night sky this week, the Lyrid Meteor Shower. So let's start off with, well, what is a meteor shower? Or even before that, what is a meteor? A lot of people think that a meteor is a rock or some piece of debris that enters our atmosphere or whatever, but and that's close, but it's not quite right. Turns out the rock or the piece of debris that enters our atmosphere from space is actually called a meteoroid. So this would be a piece of rock, a piece of metal, piece of ice or something like that enters our atmosphere. And when one of these meteoroids enters our atmosphere, it's moving really, really fast. It's moving often at about 30 kilometers per second, or about 18 or 19 miles per second. That's really fast. That's much faster than any car or airplane or anything like that can do. And when you're moving that fast through air, you're going to be hitting a lot of particles in the air pretty commonly and pretty hard. And what that does is that creates friction between the meteoroid and the air. Kind of like when you rub your hands together. If you rub your hands together, there's friction between your hands. And if you keep doing this really fast for a while, your hands start to heat up because friction generates heat. So as that meteoroid enters our atmosphere and travels through our atmosphere, it gets really, really hot. For that, in fact, it gets so hot that it starts to glow, and it creates kind of a streak of glowing light across the sky. And that streak of glowing light is actually what the meteor is. So a meteor is the streak of glowing light created when a meteoroid goes through our atmosphere and gets really, really hot. So a meteor shower is when you have lots of these meteors that are visible at a given time over, the course of a couple nights for it. And we get meteor showers because we pass through debris left by comets, which is in fact actually why certain meteor showers occur at the same time every year. So what happens is, as a comet goes through our solar system, it evaporates a little bit from the sun, which is why comets have that big tail behind them. That's debris, that's gas and ice and stuff coming off the comet because it's kind of evaporating from the heat of the sun. And as that comet moves, that leaves a trail of debris that traces out its orbit around the sun. And so, of course, Earth is also moving around the sun, and at certain times during the year, Earth is going to come along and run into that trail of debris left behind by the comet. This is what creates meteor showers. And of course, we're going to run into that debris at the same time every year because it's at that same one specific point in our orbit, which is why, for example, the Lyrid Meteor Shower always occurs every April for that. And we call it the Lyrid Meteor Shower because it actually the meteors will appear to come from the constellation of Lyra, which is actually a harp or a lyre in the sky. Other major meteor showers are like the Orionids, which come from the constellation of Orion, or Perseids, which come from the constellation of Perseus. So we name meteor showers based on the constellation that they seem to come from, even though, of course, they have nothing to do with those stars in the constellation itself. And seeing a meteor shower is really easy. All you have to do is go outside at night and sit back or lay back on a blanket or something and look up and just wait for these meteors to come across the sky. These little shooting stars, as people often refer to them as, to streak across the sky. Now, the Lyrid meteor shower is kind of an average one. It's not one of the better ones during the year, but it's kind of one of the best ones this time of year. There's not a whole lot of meteor showers that occur in the spring. Helping with this one also is the fact that right now we have a waning crescent moon. So we're not getting a lot of moonlight to make the sky brighter than it would need to be, meaning it's easier to see meteors and other faint things in the sky for that. So go out this week at night, lay back, look up the sky. If you can turn off all your lights in your house or outside lights, or find a dark place, maybe a field somewhere, those are the best things because the less light you have around, the easier it is to see things in the sky because it doesn't make the sky as bright. And you can go out really anytime after the sun sets. Now, you're going to see more meteors if you wait till slightly later in the evening or at night. But really, anytime once the sun is down, you have a shot of seeing this. The Lyrid Meteor Shower kind of started, last week, and it'll go for another week or so. But the three best nights to see it are going to be the nights of Monday, April 20th, Tuesday, April 21st, and Wednesday, April 22nd. With the peak kind of being on the night of the 21st, around 2 a.m. Eastern Time, around midnight Mountain Time. And at the peak, you can expect to probably see maybe around 20 meteors an hour. So not a huge shower, but pretty good. One of the things, other than the moon being kind of faint, that's going to help us with this meteor shower, though, is the Lyrids are known to be really, really bright. Now, we've all seen movies or whatever where asteroids hit the Earth or create big craters or wipe out life. Don't have to worry about any of that stuff with this shower. Meteor showers, as I said, are debris from comets, so they're mostly made up of ice and small little bits of dust and stuff like that. So these things burn up in our atmosphere well before they make it to the ground. So they don't pose any danger, but they look really cool when they're doing it. So go out the next couple nights, take a look up at the sky, and see how many meteors you can find.